Okay, 5.5 part 2. And so this is just the last page there. We'll see, what page is this? This is page 223. So you can see what I've already marked. I want you guys to do 32, 33, 34, 36, A and B. And then you're going to drop down to do 40 through 45. So, well, let's just look at one of these here. How about number 33? It says 13 is what percent of 16? 13 is what percent of 16? So, I mean, you would do it the same way you would do 32. 3% is what percent of 8? So it's going to be 13. Whoops, well, I need to take it off that. Let's try that again here. It's going to be 13 divided by 16. All right, so Mr. Alcama, where's the decimal in 13?
Behind the 3.
Behind the 3, and so does 16 go into 13?
No.
It does not, so I suppose I could put a 0 there, but then what do I do with the decimal?
Put it up.
Yeah, it's just going to go straight up, okay? So now I need to add a 0. Does 16 go into 130?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. I don't know, how many times? Anybody have any thoughts on how many times it would go, Mr. Laboutier? What do you think?
15. 5.
5 times? Let's see here. 5 times 6 is 30. Put down the 0, carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. 80. Well, nope, so it's going to be bigger than 5.
10. I know.
All right, so Mr. Rainbolt shouted out 10. So let's do 16 times 10. Well, anytime you multiply just by 10, Miss Sensor, all you do is add a 0. So 160, that's a lot bigger than 130. So 10 is too big, 5's too small, 10 is too big.
8.
Let's see here.
8.
I'm hearing 7s and 8s. Let's try 7. 16 times 7. Okay. What's 7 times 6?
42.
Put down the 2, carry the 4. What's 7 times 1?
7.
7 plus 4 is
11.
11. So that's 112.
I think
That's
8.
perfect.
No, it's
It's
not.
8.
It can go bigger.
No, 8.
Well, let's find out. Let's add 16.
8 is max.
8 to 1, 128. There we go. So it's going to be 8. So 128.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's left over? 2. So we're going to add a 0, bring it down. How many times does 16 go into 20?
Once.
Once. 16. What's left over?
4.
Bring down the 0. How many times does 16 go into 40?
3.
3
Oh,
times?
no, 2.
5.
Yeah. 2 times is what? What's 16
32.
plus 16? It's 32. 8 left over. Bring down another 0. So that was 2 times. So what have we got? I think if we just, what number is this? 13 is what percent of 16? So I'm happy if you just carry it a couple decimal places. So we could just say it's 80, it's 0.81. Well, what's 0.81 as a percent?
81%.
81%. Okay. So there's your answer to, what was that? That was 33?
3.
So we'll say 81%. Okay. That's how you do those. Now, let's look at 36 here just for a moment. It says a survey asked students to choose their favorite social networking website. Well, they don't actually name them. They just call them website A, B, C, and D. And it says the results are shown in the table. And then A says what fraction, this is important, what fraction of the students chose website A? Well, it's 35, but how many students are there, Miss Russell? How would I figure that out? Race points weren't paying attention. Miss Harley.
I think you add all the number of students together and then you get the.
That's right. You've got to add up all these, and then you're going to get a total. And then whatever that total is, I don't know. I'll let you figure that out. But 35 would be over that number. And that would tell you what fraction of students chose website A. Now, look at B here. It's a little different. It says, what percent of students? So now it's not asking for a fraction. It's asking for a percent. What percent of students chose website C? Okay, well, here's C. It's 22. So it's going to be 22 over, again, what that total is. I don't know. I'll let you guys figure that out. Number 40, right, 1/12 is a percent. You should be able to do that. It does say to explain how you found your answer. Well, you should know how to do that now. We've been doing it for a couple days. And then 41 through 45, you guys should be able to do those. Questions on any of these? Anybody? It shouldn't take you more than about 10, 15 minutes to do this.
There's only 11 problems.
Yeah, it's not that many.
There's only 11.
That's going to take me 7 hours.
7 hours? You better get to work there, Mr. Conyers, huh?